good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, May 22nd. So anyway, it's back to work here. I do not work my part-time today, and I didn't work it yesterday because I don't work there on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. The maximum that I will do is 3 days a week. That's it. The other 4 days, I have Sundays off, I have Fridays off, and I got Tuesday and Wednesdays off. I don't work those days on my part-time gig. So I got a little bit better sleep last night, but a lot happened last night with my insurance company. I did reach out to them and they did talk to me, and I'll get to that as soon as I come back. But first I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers and to those people just visiting my channel for the first time. If you guys see something here that resonates with you, please consider on subscribing. I appreciate you. If you subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave me a comment. I'll be right back with more.
I'm not suggesting anything so complicated.
So, last night, when I got home from my groceries, I never purchased a large pizza. But last night, when I went grocery shopping, part of my groceries was getting a large pizza. I got the biggest pizza at the supermarket, and I stuck it in the oven for about 25 minutes, and it was delicious. I had 5 slices. The rest went in my fridge, and I know I don't do leftovers, but when I come home today, I'll have a couple of slices. I don't have time to. I haven't been cooking lately. I've been eating a lot of soup, salad, and last night I had a few slices of pizza. After that, I relaxed with my kitty cats, and I got an email from Liberty Insurance, and I started a text conversation with them, and they gave me a number to call to talk with he's like a cost analyst, and his name was Zachary. A real person instead of an AI person, artificial intelligence. These days, you could be talking with someone, they could be AI, artificial intelligence. So he seemed to be very, very helpful. He wasn't artificial intelligence, he was a nice person. And he told me the ins and outs of insurance companies and why they raise the rates and everything else. I was very relaxed when I was talking to him, and I was able to think and process and ask questions that will get me results. Okay? And that's what happened. So in the end, without going too deep into it, I told him what happened, and he says he's been looking at my policy, and I've been with Liberty Insurance for many years, and he said that the increases are not because of inflation, But he said that Florida, New York, and California are states that's more expensive to do business in those states. The rates are higher. It could be because of the population. It could be because of a lot of fraud. It could be a whole lot of stuff, but that's one of the things he said. As he's discussing with me, he said that he has some discounts that will lower my rate that they raised of 55%. For example, he asked me if I was a homeowner. I said, yes, I am. When he asked me that, I thought immediately, okay, he's going to try to get me to use Liberty's mutual homeowners insurance. He didn't. He said, all you have to do is be a homeowner. And he said to me, is this home on this address your house? I said, yes. He says, okay. So with that, you're going to save 14% on this insurance of your auto insurance. I don't know what the correlation is between having to be a homeowner and saving money. And this had nothing to do with them asking me to sign on with them as a policy holder for their insurance on my home. They said, no, all you got to be is be a homeowner. You qualify for 14% insurance. The next question he asked me was, how often are you driving your car? And he looked at my policy and said, I see you have not had any traffic violations in quite a long time. You have a very good driving record. And he says that qualifies you for another 28%, another 14%. He said to me, how far is your job to your home? Well, I said it's about 7 to 9 miles. He says, okay, so you're doing between 14 and 18 miles a day. I said, yes. He said, okay. He said to me, I can bring down your full coverage from 269 down to 211. And I thought for a moment, and I told him, I said, my insurance went up last year about $25. I said, that wasn't bad. It went from 140 something full coverage, and now I was paying 169. And I said, now this week I found out that my insurance, my monthly payments went up $100 or $1,200 a year. He says, yeah, that's quite a bit of a hike. And the reasons I gave you were the reasons why they went up. Okay? So I said, but if you agree to these conditions that I just asked you about, how much driving you do, et cetera, then I could lower your monthly payments to $211 because you're a homeowner and because you don't drive your vehicle that much, and you've had a pretty good history. I said, still, my monthly payment was $169, and it's still to $211. That's still quite a bit of money. I don't want to do that. And he said, then he said to me, I also see that you made your own adjustment when you called in, that you're going to eliminate your full coverage. And then I said to him, why should I pay $211 or $269 when I'm driving a 2013 vehicle? I have not had any traffic incidents in over 15 years or whatever. Why should I pay that much for this vehicle? If I buy a brand new vehicle, I could see the point. Okay? And I said, why should I even pay $147 and not have any coverage? When I had $147 payment a month, I had full coverage. Okay, and then I went on the spiel about how I think that insurance companies are just greedy. I told them this. Insurance companies are just greedy. What they did to me was inconsiderate. They raised my rate without any prior notification to me. They just went into my checking as they do every month, and they took out the increase plus the payment. And that was going to be like that for every single month. And he said, well, we did send you a notification. I said, you think I have time to go look at my email every day? He says, I understand. I said, I'm a single person. I live alone. I have a mortgage. Okay? I'm not in a relationship. I'm not married. I live alone. And you just did this, you guys just did this to me. I was very nice to him. I said, not you literally, but your company did. And they're doing this to millions of people. Okay? Millions of people. I said, you know what, Zach? I'm not gonna increase my insurance anymore. I'm gonna drive this 2013 vehicle with just liability. How's that? He says, well, if that's what you want to do, then I don't think you should be paying $147. I think you should be paying a lot less. Let me check and see what I can do. I think I can lower it even more for you. He came back and he said to me, because you don't have full coverage, all you have is liability. You have a perfect driving record. I totally agree with you. He said to me, I'm going to make your monthly payment $118 a month because you don't have full coverage. I said, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. I'm very conscientious when I'm out there driving. I'm not out there racing. I'm not a teenager. Okay, I take care of my vehicle, and why should I pay $147 a month? That $147 a month last year was getting me full coverage. Now it's not. And I said, that's right. And that's where I am now. So for my insurance a month, I'm paying $118 starting next month. And I will be credited for what they took off this week of $269. I'll be credited for that. So the next 2 months, I'm not going to have a car insurance to pay. It's already deducted from what they took this week. That's how you do it, guys. If you're not happy, you got to make some noise. If you don't make some noise, you're going to get it up the wazoo. So, anyway. So anyway, I did tell him that the way insurance companies act, it's as if their decision is a one-size-fit-all decision. Just because you have a bunch of people committing insurance fraud and dishonesty, we're going to pay the price for their behavior. And it shouldn't be that way. It's not a one-shoe-fit-all for everyone. Okay? So that's it for now, guys. I just thought I'd reach back and let you guys know that I greatly reduced my insurance from $269 that they had proposed down to $118 because I did remove collision. I have liability. That's all. For the age of my vehicle and for as long as I've been driving, I don't think I need it. If I get into an accident, it's not going to be my fault. Okay? It's going to be somebody else's fault. If somebody else hits me, then I can go after them for damages. Okay? And their insurance, hopefully if they're fully insured, will take care of my damages on my vehicle. If they're not fully insured, if they don't have liability, like I have liability, then I will sue them. I'll get an attorney and I will sue them for bodily harm or for damages to my vehicle. That's all there's to it. I don't need to be paying exorbitant amount out of pocket every single month just because they think I need to. So I'm at work here, and I'm going to go inside. I'm going to have a better day than yesterday. I hope you guys have a better day than yesterday as well. I'll be talking to you guys soon.